And so today I'm going to show you how I organize my Google Calendar. I love Google Calendar because it's so versatile. You can have it on all of your devices. I have it on my laptop, my iPhone, and my iPad. It lets me see my schedule quickly throughout the day. I also have a really busy schedule that changes a lot. And so if I were to use a paper planner, I would have to white it out all the time. So switching over to a digital calendar has been amazing because I can change things very quickly with no mess and it saves paper. So I'm going to get started on showing you how I set up everything. If you have a brand new Google Calendar, this is what it'll look like. You have one main calendar with the set colors. And what you need to do is make more calendars. I like having one calendar for each thing that I do because you can have different colors for each one and you can separate them easier. So for example, if I just wanted to see one calendar, I can uncheck the rest and it will all disappear. So back to a normal calendar, go to settings, and this is where you get to change your calendar to whichever specificity that you like. I would do this first, and this is how you add new calendar. So you can create your own new calendar. Some schools will give you an URL so that you can automatically add their set calendar, which is really helpful. I had that for my first year. This is from my medical school. I subscribed to it and it let me see what I had to do for that day. Unfortunately, right now, due to COVID, it has been on pause, and so they gave us a PDF that we have to look at. That hasn't been fun because I had to input everything by myself. Now, to change these colors into a color scheme that you like, you need to go to Coolers. This is Coolers. I love this app so much. What you can do is pick any color that you like, and you can change other colors to see if any palettes match your taste. So I like these two colors. I went ahead and locked it down. You can also choose in shades within that one color, which is pretty cool. So I just took some time and did this for a while. Once you have the color you like, you take it and you copy and paste the number. You go onto your Google Calendar, and right here where you can change the color, you add custom colors and you type it in right here. I made this color scheme to match my aesthetics. I like these colors very much. I love pastels. Let's talk about my individual calendars. So my first one is study/schoolwork. That means anything that I have to study or any school work that I have to do. It's pretty self-explanatory. But usually this is my study schedule. I have birthdays, which I set on annually so I can remember my friends' birthdays. Classes are things that are recorded or I would have to go to them. Notice are usually exams and quizzes and important things that I usually forget. I put it so that I will remember. Reminders are like little tasks that you can mark when you're done with it. So I'll show you. If I set it to reminder, take out trash. It'll look like this, and when you click it, you can actually mark done, which I really like. It's an active step in me remembering to do it. I have school events. School events are things that I would have to physically go to school for. It can be meetings, it can be labs. So I put it there knowing that I need to prepare beforehand and change and go. This calendar is the calendar that I share with my boyfriend. We are long distance, so when we come see each other for a weekend, we usually plan out what we're gonna do. And so having this calendar shows both parties what we're doing so they can prepare for it. Shannon's life is anything social. So me eating, working out, hanging out with friends, all of that is Shannon's life. Shannology is stuff that I have to do for my social media, so making content. Step studying calendar, I share this with one of my good friends because we're going to try to study step together. And it's encouraging seeing her update the calendar with her study schedule and then me doing mine. It keeps us accountable. And it's also something that I put in because I'm a second year medical student, so I'm going to have to take step at the end of this year. As of now, I'm aiming to have this and this be equally colored on my calendar. Tasks are things that you can list out on the side over here. So this button is for tasks. So these are the tasks that I have completed. They're usually study stuff that I need to go over in detail, and this is the only place that I know I can put it at. So stuff I have to do, like accept financial aid, like watch Sketchy for these things, draw out joints on iPad because I wasn't getting it, learn the difference. So it's a really nice thing for me to have over here. I also have another task list of things to do. Next, I'll just show you my day-to-day schedule. So DSAs are PowerPoints. They're not class time. It's a PowerPoint that we receive, and 1 hour is the estimated time it takes us to do it. So basically, Monday, when we start school, is a full DSA day. I have DSA from morning to night. That's a little scary, but it's okay because that's all I'm going to be doing that day. I'm going to go over it all and review it if I need to. Usually it does not take me just 1 hour for my first pass, so this is only an estimate, and that's why I have my extra times right here to compensate. PLMs and OLMs are class questions based on the DSAs we've learned. They're not mandatory. If I want to go, I'll go. On Wednesday, I have lab, so I have to go to school for that. What I like is you can add extra things you want on this event. I can add attire. Usually for lab, we have to wear shorts or tank tops because we're doing work on each other. I usually do this a lot in undergrad, but you can do custom repeats. So let's say I have lab, twice a week or something. I can do repeats on Wednesday and Friday, and then you can do and after. Usually I do 35 occurrences. I've noticed that's enough for an entire semester. And when I click it, it'll show right here. Sometimes I put in commute time as well. If you really want to be specific, I would put it in there. And you see, as I have 2 quizzes, so I will be studying for those the night before. These times right here that are blank are probably times I'm going to review my DSAs. I won't be able to remember everything the first day, so going over it again this day and this day will help. If I have a quiz right here, I usually study for that the night before really well. And on my Fridays, I usually let it be free so I can do, what I like to do. Saturday and Sundays are catch-up days for me. As you can see, we don't have new material over here, barely a few over here. So Saturday is the day that you memorize everything that you were given that week. It's catch-up day. This is basically my schedule. I'm going to show you my past schedules so you guys can compare. So this is the week before my exam. As you can see, I'm studying a lot, reviewing every day. I was still able to do some social things right here. And sometimes I put some things every night just so I remember to do it. I was trying to become an ultrasound TA. Put it there so that I will do it if I remember. And as you can see, I have a shared knowledge commitment right here, and my boyfriend was in town, so we watched a movie. It's just very basic, These spots are empty because my year 1 calendar have been nullified for this year, so it disappeared as well. I don't actually have this much free time. My first week of medical school from 2019. As you can see, it was very simple. I had a lot more social stuff. But yeah, it's still the same things. In between here would have been classes. I had some study material, some content material. I hope this walkthrough was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great first week of school. All the best to you.